Once again, it's a privilege to be welcomed into your homes. Today, we are reading from John chapter 1, verse 1 to 18. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. He was in the beginning with God. All things came to be through him, and without him nothing came to be. What came to be through him was life, and this life was the light of the human race. The light shines in the darkness, and the darkness has not overcome it. He was in the world, and the world came to be through him. But the world did not know him. He came to what was his own, but his own people did not accept him. The Word became flesh and made his dwelling among us, and we saw his glory, the glory as of the Father's only begotten Son, full of grace and truth. John testified to him and cried out, saying, "This was he of whom I said, 'The one who is coming after me ranks ahead of me, because he existed before me.'" From his fullness we have all received grace in place of grace. Because while the law was given through Moses, grace and truth came through Jesus Christ. No one has ever seen God, the only begotten Son. God, who is at the Father's side, has revealed him. The opening words of the reading, which are the opening words of John's Gospels, are, "In the beginning was the Word." When was this beginning that is being referred to here? It is difficult to locate it in time because the reference is to that mysterious moment before creation began. The Word was with God in the beginning, before God created the universe. The reading goes on to say that God then created everything through the Word. Through him all things came to be. If all things came into being through the Word, then in the same way all that exists is itself a word. It speaks to us of God. Those opening verses of John's Gospel are a wonderful statement about the fundamental goodness of all creation, the capacity of all creation to reveal something of God to us. Yet, those verses are only preparatory to the even more wonderful statement that follows a few verses later. The Word became flesh and dwelt among us. The person of Jesus is God's Word become flesh. If all creation can speak to us of God, Jesus is the supreme and full revelation of God. He alone, in the words of the reading, is full of God's grace and truth, God's gracious love and faithfulness. Jesus is the pinnacle of God's good creation. Jesus speaks to us of God more powerfully than anything or anyone else in all creation. He is the fullest revelation of God's love for the world. God also calls us to receive from the fullness of his love that resides in Jesus. We can all say, in the words of the reading, "From his fullness we have all received." Dear friends, we spend our lives receiving from that fullness of God's love in Jesus. No matter where we are on our life's journey, there is always more to be received. It is in receiving God's love present in Jesus that we are empowered to give that love to others. Shalom. Peace.